You launched a dozen new ads last month and still cannot say which one actually worked. You have the spend and the ROAS, but not the reason behind either. In the next few minutes, I want to show you why creative analysis breaks down for most teams and how the best AI tools fix it, so you finally know which part of your ad is driving the result. Here is what the day actually looks like. You pull data from Meta, then TikTok, then your MMP, and none of it lines up. You paste it into a spreadsheet, tag each creative by hand, and lose most of a day doing it. And even after all that, you only know that ad number 7 did well. You still cannot say whether it was the hook, the opening shot, the voiceover, or the offer that carried it. That gap is the real problem, and it is exactly where a good tool has to earn its place. And that is where it gets interesting, because not every tool that calls itself AI does the same job. The ones worth paying for share 3 things. First, they analyze at the element level, tying an individual hook or visual to performance instead of scoring the whole ad as one lump. Second, they show you which creative cues match which audiences. Third, they carry you across the full workflow, from testing an idea to launching it and reporting on it, without making you stitch 5 tools together. Keep those 3 in mind, because they separate a real creative brain from a pretty dashboard. The thing is, most tools out there only nail one of those 3. Some give you clean dashboards but never compare your creatives to what is actually winning in the market. Others are built for saving and researching competitor ads but never touch your own performance data. A few generate ads in bulk without knowing which patterns actually work, which raises the question you actually need to answer before you buy. Do you have an insight problem where you cannot tell what is working, or a production problem where you cannot make new ads fast enough? Most teams have both, and that is where Segwise comes in. You plug in your ad networks and Segwise pulls creative and performance data from more than 15 networks and MMPs into one place in about 5 minutes with no engineering. Then its multimodal AI tags every element of every creative for you. The hooks, the characters, the on-screen text, even playable ads that most tools cannot read at all. Because it tags at that level, it can map each element straight to your metrics and tell you what genuinely drove the result. After tagging thousands of creatives ourselves, we knew the manual work was the bottleneck. So teams using Segwise save up to 20 hours a week and drop the spreadsheet for good. And knowing what works is only half the job. Because once Segwise sees your winning patterns, it generates new creatives built on them across static, video, and playable formats. Not generic guesses, but ads grounded in what your own data says performs. Every creative it makes gets tagged and tracked the moment it goes live, so the results feed straight back into the same intelligence that made them. You can even ask it questions in plain language, like which hook drove the most installs last month, and get the answer without building a single report. Teams doing this see up to 50% better ROAS because they stop guessing and start iterating on proof. Try Segwise for free. The link is in the description, and you are set up in a few minutes with no engineering.